quadrant are always positive. So we can put positive here. We know the x coordinates are always positive 2. So therefore, a positive divided by a positive would also equal a positive. So that means any value for sine, cosine or tangent are always going to be positive. So what we do here is we put a letter A here. And the letter A means that all sines are positive. If we look at quadrant 2, we do the same thing. We look at sine theta equals y, cos theta is equal to x, and tan theta, which is equal to y over x. Well, in the second one, y is still positive, so we can say this is positive. However, x is now in the negative. And then if we do a positive divided by a negative, we end up getting a negative. So for quadrant 2, we only deal with the things that are positive, so therefore we say only sine is positive in that second section between pi on 2 and pi. If we look at quadrant 3 and we do the same kind of information, hopefully you are seeing now what's going to happen. Quadrant 3, well this time y is negative. We know cosine is also negative for x, so therefore negative divided by negative is going to give me a negative. So that means, positive, sorry. The only thing that is positive in this third quadrant is tangent. And then for the last one, quadrant 4, so sine theta is equal to y, cos theta is equal to x, and tan theta is equal to y over x. Well, we look at this again. Quadrant 4, y is negative again. So we can say that's negative. X, well, it's positive, and tangent would be negative divided by a positive, which gives you a negative. So the only thing that would be positive in this quadrant would be the cosine. So we have a way of remembering what these letters represent. Okay, so some acronyms are all students to central, or all silly turtles crawl. So there are different ways you can remember it, but it's important to understand that what the signs should be looking like in each quadrant in terms of what is positive. So if it's A, everything is positive in terms of sine, cosine, tan. If it's S, only sine is positive, so cosine and tan would be negative. If it's T, only tangent is positive, so cosine and sine will be negative. And if it's C, only cosine is positive, so therefore sine and tan are negative. So when we are looking at further mathematics, this stuff's going to come into a lot of importance for us. Next lesson we're going to look at is we're going to look at using some of this information that we've already calculated to help us work out unknown parts of the unit circle. I'll see you there.